What up, peeps? We are back again with another week of Wkly Detox. It is me, your girl D from DCTV on the YouTubes. And as always, I am here with
Mighty Mozby. Hey, y'all.
Hey. How is everyone doing out there? We're doing pretty all right. Wrapping
Happy
up.
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. We are wrapping up this long week.
And it has been long, unnecessarily long.
But you know what? It's okay because this week has brought on spooky season.
So it's here.
Right. I love all things spooky.
This is your time of year. That is correct.
But before we go on a tangent of all the spooky things that I love, and that ends up being the whole episode, we are going to get into the topics. Got a lot of things to cover today. Y'all have been wilding out in the world.
It's a mess.
But before we get to that, Mighty Mozby, when you are not here with me talking about these people, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, and as always at www.ambermosbywrites.com.
Yes. Check out all the things over there after you watch our latest episode, of course. After that, just go on over there, check out whatever Mighty Mozby has got going on. And we will shift back, get right into the topic. But just real quick, if you all have made it this far, do not forget to hit that like button. Hit it, tap it, smack it, whatever y'all need to do. Hit the like button. Become a subscriber, hit that notification bell twice. You'll always know when our latest uploads are out and live and ready to go. And leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how you doing. Whatever you want.
We're here. Our
comment section is open opportunities.
We're here for it. We are here for it.
Yes. All right. You ready to get going?
Let's go.
All right. So it's happened, y'all. After 13 years, Jamie Spears has been suspended from Britney Spears' conservatorship.
Whoop, whoop. I saw that headline.
The judge deemed he was not fit for that position any longer, and he has officially been suspended. Miss Spears is very happy, of course.
How bad of a father do you have to be for the judges to protect your adult children from you? Britney Spears is not like 19 or 20 and just don't know. She's like almost 40 and had to be protected from her own family. Yikes.
Yes. Like a court had to say, look, this is ridiculous. Get out of her pockets. And exit stage left.
just so disgustingly greedy that a court had to say, yuck, you're done here. You were so over the top. Wow.
So I don't know what Mr. Spears is gonna do. Jamie is not gonna be that girl after she became a teen mom. Jamie Lynn Spears was clearly not gonna be that girl. Okay. So I don't know whose pockets you're gonna be in.
I don't know who y'all finna milk now, you talentless hacks.
So we are all very happy for Britney Spears. Now, of course, there has been this talk of, despite, this being a bad conservatorship, we know Britney still has some ongoing mental health things. And what is this now with her newfound freedom? What is her future going to look like? What do you think, Mighty Mozby?
All I can hope is that she has a good mental health squad prepared, like an on-staff psychologist, counselor, psychiatrist for her to have some one-on-one with, a solid medication plan if that's the choice that she takes to use medication, and or some kind of holistic system, whatever path she chooses to take. I'm just hoping she has a very solid plan in place for when she's triggered, for when she's not sure if she's racing. And just to clarify, racing is a term that some people use in the bipolar community to indicate when they're racing back and forth between the two poles. So sometimes when they're racing, they can't recognize it. Maybe she'll have a safe word, some kind of trigger, in a la Inception style, a tool to hold in her hand, something. I'm just hoping she got a solid plan in place.
Yeah, me too. And although I got my good eye on that fiance Sam Asghari, I'm gonna keep my good eye on him because you know.
I is also skeptical about this man. I is also skeptical.
So I'm keeping my good eye on him. However, I do hope that he is a good support for her now and will be aware of when she has episodes and they could just work together to have a good plan in order. But even if she does have episodes in the future, that doesn't change my opinion that this conservatorship was not right and it was way too oppressive. People who have mental illnesses do have the right to be successful or fail on their journey. That's part of mental health. You're gonna have some back steps, but as long as you got a good support system, a good plan in place, you can recover from those things and still live an autonomous life. So she needs that. It's been 13 years. Come on.
The conservatorship was supposed to be better for her, not keeping her sick.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly. So
clearly, maybe this. I'm like wondering if this whole family needs some help because goodness,
they do. So in the near future, it is possible that Britney Spears might give us a 2008 realness again. It's possible, but now at least she's more aware, and she might do it a little differently. So we're just gonna stay optimistic on that.
And even if she doesn't necessarily do it differently, hopefully the people around her will be different this time and can and support her in much healthier ways.
Absolutely. So with all that being said, Britney Spears, happy for you. Wishing the best for you. Hope you get to enjoy this part of your adult life.
Good luck.
Yes.
Also, let's normalize mental health, y'all. Let's start normalizing the fact that even our celebrities and our icons can sometimes be people who need extra, who might be a little broken in some places and are working on mending those places to the best of their ability. Let's just normalize some mental health issues so folks don't have to treat people like boogeymen.
Very well said. Very well said. All right. Moving on to someone we were not rooting for.
Ooh.
Our R.Kelly starring in next Trapped in the Prison.
How did I know that was what was about to come out of your mouth? I just knew it when you said we're not rooting for them because we were not rooting for you, Robert.
At all.
You son of a bitch.
Trapped in the Prison coming soon. R. Kelly, we all heard, has been found guilty of all racketeering and SEX related charges that were placed up on him. Guilty.
That wrong has been righted in a way at last. We let him get away with it. And the community as a whole has to take some responsibility for that because as a whole, the Black community rallied for Robert the first time he went to court for this. He made a song about it. Remember?
Obnoxiously
Remember, try to charge me, but I'm not guilty. Trash. And we sang that song.
Watch though. We don't want to get any copyright strikes, especially from Robert.
Well, anything he tried to charge us for going back to the state and to his victims. So I might be ready to donate.
Restitution. Here you go.
Okay. I might be ready to donate. Oh.
Yeah. So his lawyer released a statement that R. Kelly was surprised that he was found guilty. I was like, oh, you don't say after 40 years of getting away with all types of predatory behavior.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you would be surprised, but well.
It's always the same kind of trap. They always hoist themselves on their own petard to be overly pedantic. They always get caught up in their own ego and foolishness. It's like, look how long people covered this up for me. I can be as bold as I please. Wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong.
It's the ego that let him lean on his belief that has been substantiated in our history that people don't care about Black girls and their abuse. So he thought that was just going to keep riding, but not this year.
No, not with Black women working harder and harder to be as visible and as loud about this abuse and neglect as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's generational trauma that we all must process. And Black women are here to start the process. So let's start opening them locked doors, throwing open them covered windows, and shouting it out loud. Abusers must be dealt with. We're no longer making excuses for dirty uncles, cousins, nephews that were just kidding, stepfathers, and things of that nature. We coming for all of y'all.
Yes, and it doesn't matter if you have melanin in your skin tone
or
equal
not.
Accountability.
Okay.
I don't care.
We're not brushing this stuff under the rug anymore. It's got to stop. We have too many victims that have been forced to sit around with their predator monsters. Just no thank you. No thank you.
So he was found guilty. Of course, we got to get to his sentencing. He could face to life. He also has some pending cases, I think, in Minnesota and Chicago. So it's not over.
Not done. It's not done yet. He gonna do some time.
Yeah.
He gonna do some time.
Yeah. So he's not walking away from this at all. So all those people who play that look over their game, and during this whole time they've said, but what about the family? But what about the associates? But what about the people that were in the studio with him? Okay, now I'll let you start saying that because he's been found guilty. Okay, now you can focus on that.
Now we can get the rest. We got the main. Now we can start getting all the small fries that let the main do what he did for as long as he did.
Yeah, but we needed to get this done first. So all you detractors, all right, now you can start talking about all these other people. Go ahead.
And now they already got the memes and the alleged posts going around that Robert is getting ready to reveal a list of other Redditors like him and is about to start putting people on blast in order for sentence reduction.
And I am here for it because if you don't think Robert's about to start singing like a canary.
Singing is what he does, y'all.
And you know he can sing. Yes. So it's about to be the ballad of these men.
I just can't wait to see all the names. A Diddy. I cannot wait to see all the names. Daddy. I cannot wait until the names come out.
And I would say Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. All of Rockefeller. All of Rockefeller.
Tickle in my throat there.
Russell Simmons.
Great song.
Sorry.
Gosh. It's that time of year, y'all.
Allergies, gang. I'm just allergic to disgusting behavior. Allergies.
So yeah, we're about to hear his song come out. But two things I will say that just annoys me to the highest degree during this is the two groups of people.
Oh gosh.
The one group of the people who, after someone is found guilty of substantiated violent crimes, the first thing you have to say is, I'm not stopping listening to their music though.
Separate the art from the music. No.
It's like, what's your point for saying this?
You really presented an argument for why you should still be able to support a pedophile. Okay. You know what he is.
I just don't even get your point. Like, why can't you stay focused? What does you listening to his music have to do with anything? And why do you feel the need to tell people, I'm still going to be stepping in the name of... I don't care.
Ew.
I don't care.
Other music.
And keep it to yourself. Don't nobody care.
Thank you. Who asked you? Who asked you?
Y'all not gonna stop me from listening to his music. Wow.
Okay.
Nobody has control over what you do, adult person. Do what you want, but just be quiet.
I'm definitely gonna be side-eyeing you and judging you the whole time. But if that's a life you want to live, go for it.
Yeah. Again, that look over there syndrome. Like, focus, people, focus. And so the other group of people that are annoying me are the ones who are already starting the conversation just as he got found guilty. Hasn't been sentenced, hasn't even started his official prison sentence, but they're already talking about Does Robert Kelly have space for redemption? Can we forgive him? Already, they want to have that conversation. And when I mean they, I mean Black male entertainers.
Of course. Of course. They already started the whitewashing campaign. It's already the cleanup movement. The same movement that they started for Chris Brown after he did what he did to Rihanna. The same movement that they did for R. Kelly the first time he went to court for all of this. We already gave him the second chance for redemption, remember?
Yeah. Like, redemption is going off the assumption that someone feels they did something wrong.
Yep.
Which the fact that he's still claiming innocence, even though there is actual footage of some of the things he's done, shows he does not believe what he's done is actually wrong.
Remember when the video dropped the very first time, the very first one that blew everybody's mind and gave us the very first glimpse into the sickness that he was? And he tried to claim it was his brother in the video and really wanted his brother to step up and take the blame for him. Really tried to give his brother money to take the blame for violating children.
Yeah. So yeah, he's really looking for redemption right now. That's what he's looking for.
You can't tell me you want redemption, but your actions stay the same.
Yeah. And it's so annoying that they start this nonsense because we haven't even had a conversation of how to make these victims whole. Y'all haven't even taken a moment to even talk about that. You're already ready to rehabilitate.
You're already looking for the ways to get Robert back on top. And not a single talk about his victims.
Nothing. No empathy for any of them.
Ridiculous.
But it's just like, it just shows you that there are some, and I'm going to be specific, Black men in our community that no matter what the abusive behavior is, they won't hold other Black men accountable. There's nothing that, it's almost like there's nothing that they could do that you would say actually wasn't right, that actually needs to have a consequence. It's like, it doesn't matter, because if like physical abuse, sex abuse, abuse of children, if that's not something that you will hold accountable, like what will you?
And if you're wondering, am I a sympathizer? Am I one of the Black men that D is referring to? Ask yourself if you've ever asked a question like, she's 15, but she's not really 15.
You're already ask
yourself if you've ever made comments like, oh, she's still 12. I'll see her when she gets to high school.
Yeah.
Ask yourself if you've ever said something like, she's really mature for her age. You might be a sympathizer without even realizing it. Reflect, gentlemen. Reflect.
Please. They realize it. And I feel like the only reason they want this redemption arc for him immediately is because they're already shaking that their skeletons are going to be coming out in the near future. So they're trying to course correct. You ain't fooling me.
And if he going to do him what's his name? Tekashi? Pull a Tekashi 6ix9ine in the courthouse. It's about to be a lot of people with that fire under them. I can't wait. Gonna be some of the most entertaining things we've had since Tiger King.
As far as I'm concerned, flame on.
Flame on. Ooh, okay. Okay, Johnny Storm reference. I like it.
Yes. All right. So I've said all the piece I want to say in regards to Robert for now. We'll just wait to see what that final sentence is. But
that's enough. That's enough energy for him.
Enough energy towards him. Another person who's been the talk of the town in our community lately. Apparently, according to some people on the internet, RayJ is a legend.
Oh, child, I saw this tweet the other day. So when I tell you I read as many comments in that thread as I could, the tears. The
conversation came on the internet when someone tweeted that RayJ is a legend. And these are the legendary factors that were taken into consideration when making this distinction. RayJ, according to this tweet, is Brandy's brother.
People
dated
didn't
Whitney
know.
Houston, Little Kim and Pamela Anderson, made Kim Kardashian famous, is a member of the Bloods gang, y'all.
Gang, gang.
Made One Wish and Wait a Minute, made Scooty Bikes, a 7-figure company, owns Suge Knight's life rights. Therefore, these factors equate to legendary status.
The most
My
shocking
question
part of
to
that
you.
thread. Go ahead.
My question
No.
to you, Mike Mozby. Do you feel he has reached the criteria as a legend?
Oh my gosh. I don't know what was more shocking, the list or the number of people who didn't know Brandy was his sister. So many people didn't know that. I was like, huh?
It's been mentioned so many times.
They've actually been on shows together more than once. They clearly have you guys. Anyways, I have to feel like that's a hell of a resume. I'm not gonna lie to you. Owning Suge life rights. Have you heard that conspiracy theory that RayJ is the one that caused that issue?
Child, I can't.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of urban legend status. I just don't know.
Okay, I will give you urban legend.
Music legend, icon.
I will give you.
Hell no.
People keep saying RayJ's name, so he pops up like an urban legend. He continues to be
Googleable, so it definitely keeps him Googleable. I'm going to keep that as a word, Googleable.
Yeah, I just feel that as many words that have been in the current culture, words like legend have been used so liberally that they're no longer. There's no real power behind that type of title.
Like everyone's a legend, everyone's the GOAT. You can't all be the legend and the GOAT, guys.
Like, I don't understand how having some money, which is nice, having money is very nice.
I do enjoy money.
Dating some famous people and
not
being a
top
tier equals being a legend.
Not even the top tier famous. I'll give you Whitney Houston, of course. Because what the fuck?
It was very weird in that he was with her at the time of her transition. It was very weird at the time.
And I thought they were related. I thought I heard they were cousins or something of that nature.
Snoop is their cousin.
I know Snoop is their cousin, but I thought, oh, you know what? Maybe she's like a godmother or something like that.
Well, her and Brandy were really close, so it is weird that she would date Brandy's brother.
Brandy's baby brother. Ooh, Whitney.
Anyways,
not to be speaking ill of the dead.
You dated some famous people. You have money. Good. That's good.
But he also wrote One Wish. D.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that.
If I had one, remember that? Remember?
I mean, redact everything I just said. He did One Wish. He's clearly a legend.
Obviously. He had Lil Kim in his music video. He must be somebody. Scooty bikes.
I mean,
remember the unbreakable glasses? And then they snapped him right in front of him, and all he said was, "I don't care." Like a child.
Well, maybe they mean like he's pulled legendary stunts and shows.
Remember his dating show?
With
Tom Green on it? Remember he had Tom Green kicking it with him on his dating show? VH1 will record anything.
So is he a legend at having low budget reality shows? I guess
I would have to say yes at this point. And people were really trying to give him like acting clout. Like, remember he was on this show, he was on that show. I was like, okay. But those were like 90s sitcoms. Very like with a very clear formula and they would plug him into a little hole and he'd have some lines sometimes. But real acting chops, guys? Come on.
I mean, outside of playing Brandy's brother, what else has he acted in?
Sinbad show? They said.
Whoa, we took it back to Sinbad.
Remember when Sinbad had a show?
Who people annually think has passed away.
People either think he's dead or they still trying to convince us that the Shazam movie exists. It doesn't exist.
You took us back there.
Somebody said he's a legend because of the way he can wear his beanie in 5011 Ways in the same scene.
Oh,
The infamous beanie shift. How was it
I mean,
changed every scene?
I'm just so concerned with how this legend title has just been thrown around in the culture.
Oh, the last argument they made is that he wrote the song "I Hit It First."
I can't. We gotta go. We gotta shift topic. I can't do this anymore. Next topic. RayJ is no one's legend. No one's legend. In conclusion.
I forgot about that song because who approved that song? Who was in the booth with him like, this is a banger? You know how I feel about people getting in the booth. Who was in the booth and was like, this the winner right here? I hit it first.
I can't. Like, RayJ, yes, he is funny. He juked his wife or ex-wife in the pool. Hilarious.
Princess.
He's able to be a semi-successful entrepreneur. Good.
Yes.
Good for him. He has a family. Good thing that he can provide for them.
Goodie bikes.
Hate that name. I think he needs to rebrand that immediately, but not my business.
And then flip down glasses though. Think of the memes. Think of the memes we've been able to use because of him going on the Breakfast Club with the flip down glasses. The GIFs alone have been great.
Sure. Still not a legend. These two things can be true at the same time.
Both things can be true. You've done some cool stuff, RayJ. Some weird stuff, but not any legendary stuff. Access denied.
And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to be a legend.
That's the point. It's not easy to be a legend. Otherwise, we'd all do it.
Exactly. So y'all need to retire that title for a little bit until someone truly meets that marker.
Okay. Knock it off.
Anywho, moving on.